Welcome, guys. We're back with another NBA segment. As the playing games start tomorrow, Kevin, AD, and I will be predicting our predictions. There's a Boston Celtics fan here from with Kevin. There's a Miami Heat fan with me, and there's a bandwagon Miami fan with AD Nguyen because he likes to
Hero
argue.
fan.
It's Steelers fan right here. Let's go.
So now it's time to make our guesses, guys. And I'm going to share my screen and we will be doing the bracket challenge. Kevin and AD, you guys see the screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with the Western Conference because they play first. Kevin, let me hear what's your thought on the playing games first, and then I'll also ask you the second playing game of the winner of 9-10 and loser 7-8, and then we'll go through the first round with you, and then we'll go to AD after that. So, yeah, Kevin, first game, Pelicans-Lakers for the 7th seed to play Nuggets. What do you think?
We just saw this matchup the other day on Sunday, or yesterday. The Lakers absolutely killed them. AD did. Anthony Davis, not this AD. Anthony Davis did hurt his back on the way out. You never know with AD. There's always something with him, but I can't count out LeBron, so I gotta go Lakers over Pelicans.
So you got Lakers. I have a question for you. What do you think about these talks about Lakers and now that AD's like acting up a little bit about his injury and stuff? There's a lot of talks in the media. I think Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp were talking about it this morning, actually saying, is Lakers going to duck the Nuggets and lose on purpose and risk playing the Kings Warriors winner to go against Thunder? Or you think LeBron will take care of business and won't think about trying to go to play Thunder?
I mean, we saw you can't play around in the play-in. Obviously, the Nuggets are the toughest team and probably the team to beat in the West. But you can't risk losing on purpose and then potentially facing a Steph Curry getting hot. Like, it's a one-game elimination. All it takes is one bad half and you're out. So, got to take care of business. And, hey, they played the Nuggets well last year, even though they got swept. Every game was close.
Yeah.
Let's take care of business and see them next round.
All right. So, Kevin has Lakers playing the Nuggets first round. So, the night game is Kings Warriors at Sacramento, like the beam. Kings going to want to take a revenge, in my opinion. But Kevin, what's your thoughts after losing the Warriors playoff series last year on this game?
Honestly, the similar thought process with the Lakers Pelicans. Like, I'm not betting against Steph Curry. It's a proven player. The team is proven with the big three, Steph, Clay, and Dre. Even though Clay has been up and down, but one game elimination against a young team, the Kings. We kind of saw Sabonis, Draymond kind of have his way with them last season. Just stop the dribble handoff, back up, and that's their whole offense. So I'm going to go with Warriors, and I think they're going to win big. I think Steph takes over, and they're going to meet up with the Pelicans next round. Oh, Lakers next round.
All right. So, and then you said Warriors beats the Pelicans as well, right? I didn't hear that wrong.
Yeah. Warriors beat Pelicans, so Lakers 7, Warriors 8.
All right. So you have Thunder playing the Warriors first round. So we can just go straight after that. What do you have with the Thunder Warriors series?
This is tough. The Thunder, super young team. SGA, like a rising superstar. Jalen Williams, that's my guy. I think he's going to be a future star in the league. Obviously, Chet had a great rookie year. This is tough. I usually don't go with the inexperienced playoff teams. I usually favor the veteran teams, but this might be like a passing of the guard situation where the young team just they got it this year. So I'm taking OKC over Warriors. It's going 7. I'll say in 7.
Okay, Thunder over Warriors in 7 games.
Yep.
And then the Thunder is going to play the winner of Clippers Mavericks, obviously. And what's your thoughts on that series? And I think this is the third time they're playing in 5 years in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They definitely know each other really well. This series is really dependent on Kawhi for me. He's banged up right now. He hasn't played in a couple weeks. I'm not really sure what his status is going into game one or in this series, but with that being the biggest factor, with a healthy Kawhi, I would have took the Clippers, but the Mavs are hot right now. They've won like 16 of their last 20, something crazy like that. Playoff Luka's a real thing. He turns it up in the playoffs every year. Kyrie, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him, he does have a track record of performing in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, the Mavs have Luka, the Clippers don't, and Kawhi's banged up, so I got to go with the Mavs.
How many games?
I'll say Mavs in 6.
Okay, so you have Thunder Mavs in the second round. So before we get there, Timberwolves Suns, and we saw these teams play yesterday also, and they play again in the playoffs. What do you think about that series?
Suns, yeah, kind of like the Lakers Pelicans yesterday. The Suns absolutely killed the Wolves. I feel like the Wolves, they don't match up well with the Suns. With the double big, obviously KD, Booker, Beal has 3, pretty elite scorers. And the Timberwolves offense just isn't reliable for me. They're a great defensive team, but when it's late in crunch time situation, they have Anthony Edwards, but that's the only person I really trust on that team. So I'm going to go with the Suns, go with the upset.
How many games do you think on this series?
I think this is also going to end in 6 in Phoenix.
Okay. And then you said Nuggets Lakers rematch of the conference finals last year, but this time in the first round. And what's going to be the outcome this time?
Yeah, rematch at the Western Conference Finals. The Nuggets are the team to beat. Jokic, the best player in the world. Jamal Murray, like I talked about playoff Luka, but playoff Jamal is a real thing. He just elevates his game into a star. It's always hard to bet against LeBron in the playoffs, but the Nuggets are just a well-oiled machine. I'm taking I'll give LeBron respect, and I'll take Nuggets in 6 as well.
Okay, Nuggets in 6. All right, so before we're going to go to the Eastern Conference first, but so for second round, you have right now Thunder Mavs and Suns Nuggets.
Yep.
All right, so first game to play in, it's going to be Sixers Heat. What do you think? Who gets the 7th seed to play the Knicks?
This is a great matchup here. Sixers, if Embiid was healthy, arguably would have been a top 3 or 4 seed. Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, he always turns it up after not doing anything in the regular season. But this is tough. This is in Philly. I think Jimmy's going to have a chip on his shoulder with the whole Tobias Harris, them picking Tobias Harris over him a couple years ago. So I'm going to roll with the Heat. I'm going to roll with the Heat over the Sixers.
All right, next seed. And then Bulls-Sox game, what do you think about that one?
There's really not much need to talk about with these two teams. Both are pretty mid. But I'll just go with the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan, big-time player, but it doesn't really matter, honestly.
All right, so based on your description, I assume Sixers beats whoever comes from that game.
Yeah, they destroy them. Yeah.
So you have Sixers moving on to play the Celtics first round.
Yep.
All right, let's start with that. Your beloved Boston Celtics are playing Sixers. It hasn't been a rivalry recently. Not recently. I mean, honestly, last year was the closest that they ever got. They won 3 games. But historically, you guys have been really good about Joel Embiid, stopping him. And you have Horford and Porzingis. You could throw Tillman there too for a few minutes to, as another body. What do you think about this series, Celtics Sixers?
Yeah, but probably not the ideal first round matchup. You probably would want to, have like a easier first round. Celtics historically with Al Horford has played Embiid really well. Last year they had James Harden kind of win 2 games on his own. This year he's not there. Even though Maxey is a great player, I just don't know how he is as a second option yet in the playoffs. But yeah, Celtics are stacked. Too much talent. And honestly, with Embiid banged up, I'm not sure if he's 100%. I think Celtics in 5.
I thought you were going to say it's a sweep.
Nah, I'll give Embiid one game.
80, wait for your predictions, man.
Bet.
All right. So now you have Cavaliers Magic to play the Celtics.
Yeah, this is probably the least interesting series of all the playoffs in the first round, I would think. The Cavs, they got bullied last year against the Knicks first round. They're gonna try to bounce back. Jared Allen said the lights were too bright, so we'll see how he does. Magic, our young team, Paulo, budding star, future star in the league. I'm a big Franz fan. The series can honestly go either way. Donovan Mitchell, he's known as a big playoff performer, but I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the Magic. I think the Magic in 7. I think Paulo, this is the year that people really realize how good he is and what he's going to be, and he's going to step up and shine throughout this moment. So, Magic in 7.
Yeah, I also feel like Donovan Mitchell teams don't really move too far in the playoffs. With Jazz and the Cavs last year, it's maximum like a second round player so far. So
Yeah, they're not usually legit title contenders.
yeah.
So.
All right, so I think this is going to be the interesting one. Next one. So you have Celtics Magic playing second round, but before that, Bucks Pacers.
Yeah, this is real interesting. Obviously, we saw they kind of had a beef in the regular season.
Yeah,
they played each other like 5 different times because of the in-season tournament.
And I think it was 4-1, right? Pacers won 4-1 against the Bucks.
Yeah, and Giannis scored like I think 61 game and had another big game, but they still won. Yeah. Honestly, this is really reliant on Giannis's health. He missed the last 3 games of the regular season with an injury against the Celtics. I don't think he'll be ready, honestly, for game 1. That's a pretty serious calf injury. And Damian Lillard, at this point of his career, I just don't see him carrying the team on his own. The Pacers play really fast, and the Bucks they look pretty old when they're out there. So, assuming Giannis is not going to be healthy, I think this is going to be the biggest upset of the first round. I'll take Pacers in 6.
And last one, Knicks Heat.
Great matchup, rematch of last year's semifinals. I feel like the Knicks home crowd is going to play a huge factor in this. It's always hard to play in MSG. Jalen Brunson took a huge leap this year as a pretty much bona fide star, like edging to that superstar status. This honestly can go either way, man. The Heat haven't had a good regular season, but they can. We saw it last year in the past couple years.
Yeah, we all know what happened last year.
we know, like they just turned up.
We all know. Everyone said the Heat out first round. Everyone said that.
But I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is the same year. Like, no Gabe Vincent. He was big in that playoff run. Max Strus was big in that big playoff run, and Caleb Martin just turned into. That wasn't Caleb Martin. That was an out of body experience. I don't know who that was.
That was Michael Jordan regen.
Yeah.
He didn't miss.
Yeah, unless if that happens again, I just don't want to believe it. But with the Knicks, I feel like the Knicks are not easy to stop, but if you take out Jalen Brunson, then you pretty much take out the Knicks' entire offense. So this could go either way, but I gotta go with the Heat. I gotta go with playoff Jimmy. I think this goes 6. And
right.
playoff Jimmy and Spo.
Yep. All right, we'll continue with Kevin's in order to not forget these actually, because it's going to be a lot of picks. So Kevin, back to Western Conference second round. Thunder versus the Mavs.
Thunder and Mavs, another great series. 2 MVP candidates with Shea and Luka. This is going to be a tough one. I think this is going to be a long series, but I think Luka's on a mission this year. I think the inexperience for the Thunder are going to catch up with them, and I got to go Mavs over OKC. Let's say Mavs in 6.
All right, and the second conference semifinal, Nuggets versus the Suns. Suns have been beating the Nuggets. I think they won
Yeah.
the series 3-1, I think.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the playoffs? Well,
Yeah, rematch of last year, semifinals. Yeah, this is tough. Suns obviously have the star power, but the Nuggets, in my opinion, are the better team overall. Surprisingly, the Suns in the fourth quarter hasn't been great, even though they have KD and Booker. You would think they're a good fourth quarter late offense, but they're not. They kind of rely on tough contested jumpers, which KD and Booker are definitely capable of doing that, but the Nuggets pretty much get whatever they want offensively. With Jokic, you're always going to get a good shot. So I got to go with the Nuggets. And it's going to be a bit of a surprise, but I think the Nuggets in 5.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Unlike the regular season.
Yeah,
Complete
it's going to be a
opposite.
flip.
All right. So you have Mavs Nuggets conference finals. And
Yep.
now to East. Celtics Magic is the first semifinal.
Yeah, surprisingly, the Magic in the past couple years have kind of owned us in the regular season. For some reason, we always lose to them in the regular season, but this is the playoffs, and Celtics are on a mission this year. They got the experience, and honestly, the Celtics in 4. I think they're going to sweep them.
And then the second one is Pacers Heat.
Yeah, good matchup. A team that's pretty slow in the Heat against a team that's the fastest in the league in the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton had a great year this season, but I think it comes to an end. I think we're going to get a rematch of past couple of conference finals, Celtics Heat. So, going to rock with the Heat. Let me say Heat in 6.
And then to our first conference final, the Western Conference Finals, Mavericks Nuggets.
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup. 2 MVP candidates again, Luka, Jokic going at it. I feel like every time they play, they always put on a show. And I don't think this is going to be any different. But again, it's hard to bet against Jokic. I think Luka is going to make this a series, definitely, with the Mavs. The additions of Gafford and PJ Washington, that really helped their season this season. But I'm not betting against Jokic, best player in the league. I think he goes back to the finals. And I think this goes 7. Nuggets over Mavs in 7.
And then Eastern Conference Finals, just like the past few years, Celtics Heat. And there's Celtics home court. What do you think?
Yeah, Celtics Heat, you've seen it time and time again. The Heat won a couple, Celtics won when they went to the finals, going back and forth. I feel like it's always like a 7-game series. I think all of them are 6 in the bubble. But I think, again, Celtics are on a mission this year. They're going to try to get their revenge from last year, from going down 0-3, coming back, and then losing on their home court. Tatum is the only person that, I'm a Celtics fan. He's just not. He has to prove it to me to take that next step to being a legit, top 3, top 5 guy in the league. But I think against the Heat this season, I don't think he needs to be that guy. The additions of Porzingis, I think he's going to play a huge factor in this with his size and length, his 3-point shooting ability. So yeah, I'm going to go with Celtics over the Heat in 6 games.
And then the finals, Celtics versus Nuggets. Celtics have the home court.
Yep.
The Celtics finally get over the hump and beat Jokic and the Nuggets.
Now, I said previously that Tatum against the Heat, I don't think he needs to be the legit top 3 guy in the league, but against the Nuggets, he's going to have to be that guy if we want to win. Jokic, the 2 games we played this year has been really close, but Jokic has absolutely dominated Porzingis, which we'll see what Mazzulla cooks up defensively, because this may be a series where Horford needs to start with Porzingis, in my opinion. Maybe put Derek White on the bench just for that size. This is a tough one to call. It could go either way, but I think this is the year that Celtics, they get over that hump. We have the home court. I think that's going to be huge. and I'm going to go Celtics in 7.
There you go. Boston Celtics NBA champions, according to Kevin Timothy.
Yep.
And then
This is the year.
finals MVP Jason Tatum, if this is the predictions.
By default, I think Jaylen Brown is going to show up. I feel like he shows up all the time. He's going to have a big series, but with the media voting, the popularity, they're going to give it to Tatum. But in my opinion, I think Jaylen Brown's going to be the best player in that for the Celtics that series.
But best player, but not going to win the award. You're saying Tatum will win the award.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I'm not surprised by his predictions. So
Of course, it's die-hard Celtics fan. We all know that.
Yeah, ever since 06, diehard Celtics fan. So
all right. Well, so now we're moving on to AD Nguyen. All right,
That's
AD.
my-
AD, we're on you.
Yep. So the first
Let's
play
start.
game, West, right? So we start
Yeah,
from West.
we're
Right?
going to start with West. Pelicans Lakers. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we all know the last matchup, the Lakers absolutely destroyed the Pelicans, like Cap said. And you don't doubt against LeBron. We all know that as well. So I'll take the Lakers win this game.
All right, Lakers. And then what about Kings Warriors?
Light the beam, bro. I can't. This is a hard matchup because like it's a rematch of the first round playoff last year. I mean, like the beams against Steph Curry. You know what? I want the Kings to go sort of. I want the Kings to win, but realistically, it's gonna be the Warriors.
Okay, Warriors. And then Pelicans Warriors.
Pelicans, Warriors, bro, easily.
All right. So Thunder
Finals,
Warriors.
I was not gonna make it.
Thunder Warriors. First round.
Okay, Thunder Warriors first round. Okay, you know what? I mean, Kaz mentioned is a young team against like a very, very experienced team who won 4 championships already. But OKC this year with SGA he's already one of the best players in the league. I mean he's a top 3 MVP right now. So I will go with the Thunder
All
win the
right.
series in 7 games.
Clippers Mavericks.
Oh my gosh. Depends on if Kawhi is healthy or not. Hopefully Pandemic P doesn't play like how he played 3 years ago. But my praise has been the Mavs. Luka and Kyrie. I mean, we all know how Luka played this year. That's your boy. You know how he played this year.
Yeah, he's the best player in the NBA. It's obvious.
Right now, yeah. I feel Jokic's gonna win the MVP.
Bravi MVP. I'm buying my merch. Bravi MVP.
I bet. I'll go with the Mavs.
How many games?
7 games again.
Okay. Wolves Suns.
The team with the Twin Towers against KD and Debo. Debo has been my favorite player for the past couple of years, so I'll go with the Suns.
All right.
And the Edwards is not. I mean, the T-Wolves are the best defensive team this year, but like
How
the
many?
offense is not
many
there
games?
yet. It's just
How many games for
7
Suns?
games. Oh no, 5 games. 5 games
Oh wow.
for the Suns.
Damn.
And then Nuggets Lakers.
I put no respect for LeBron this year, so 4 games.
Damn, you're going straight disrespectful. Straight disrespectful on the whole team, whole
How many
conference.
games?
He said
4
4.
games.
Sweet.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
All right.
I know, but like, yeah, LeBron's not gonna bully Jokic like that. We all know that. 40
Right.
years old again, Jokic now.
Let's go from the West. Keep continuing. We'll do East, and then we'll meet in the finals. Thunder
Wait, what
Mavs.
happened?
Thunder
Okay.
Mavs.
Okay, Thunder and Mavs.
Second round.
The two of our top players this year face each other. Luke, I feel Luka's gonna take down the Thunders because like of the inexperience of the OKC.
Yeah.
So, Mavs in 5.
Mavs in 5. Okay. And then
Yeah.
Suns Nuggets.
Suns Nugget. You know what? Jokic's gonna Sunday book right now. So, 4 games.
Oh damn. Is Nuggets gonna lose the game? What's happening? 4-4. All right. And then
Yeah,
Mavs.
bro. No, Katie and Dibble, they're not gonna do shit. We all know how Jamal Murray played in the playoffs. You know what? Let's just imagine like this. Like if NBA is a school, Nugget is a class. Jamal Murray is a type of student who's just trying doing class time. But when it comes to exam, he's gonna do like something crazy.
All right. And then, so you think Nuggets beats the Mavericks in the conference finals?
Who?
Nuggets
What is that
Mavericks
again?
conference finals? Nuggets Mavericks? Who wins?
Mavericks and Nugget in the finals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna
who
be a
wins?
close game because Mavericks have been earning a lot of experience throughout their playoff for the past couple of years. So it's not gonna be a sweep this time. I think it's gonna be 7 games.
Okay. So Nuggets gonna win?
Yeah, Nuggets gonna win 7 games. Yeah.
All right. So Nuggets is a Western Conference winner, same as Kevin. You have them in the finals. All right. Eastern Conference, Sixers seed playing game. Who becomes 7th seed to play the Knicks?
We all know who I'm gonna say in Miami Heat.
All right. And then Bulls Hawks. Who wins that game?
This is trash ass matchup. Anybody don't want to call them trash, but I mean, is there any info that Trae Young's gonna show up for the game or no?
Yeah, he's playing, but
He's been back a couple games, so
yeah, he's not been having a great year. So if you want to consider him,
I mean, DeJounte Murray has been that man replaced for Trae Young for the past couple of games. I'll take the Hawks over the Bulls.
all right. And then
Yeah, the Wanderers have been mid.
the Sixers beat the Hawks.
Yeah, Sixers gonna be the Hawks. I mean, even though MB is not healthy, but Tyrese Maxey is that man. Hot take: Tyrese Maxey is better than Trae Young. That's just my take.
Okay. And then so Celtics Sixers. Let's go with just the pick and the number of games. Our mother Efejan is excited right now.
Yeah.
Celtics Sixers. Who wins how many games?
Oh, Celtics are sweep Sixers 4-0.
Okay. And Cavs Magic.
Cavs Magic, I'll take the Cavs this time. I just really think like the Cavs
How many
something
games?
to beat the Magic in 7 games.
Okay. Bucks Pacers.
No, Giannis. I mean, if Giannis is not healthy, then it's Pacers in 6 games.
And then Knicks Heat.
The Heat 6 games.
Okay. Celtics Cavaliers. Second round.
Celtics sweeping them 4-0.
Okay. And then Pacers Heat.
Pacers Heat 5 games.
Oh. And then Celtics seek the conference finals.
If we have a die-hard Celtics fan, then I would say it's a 7 game, but for the Heat. They're going to do it again.
Okay,
I
but-
believe in them.
Is that your objective opinion or you're being biased? Because keep it
No,
objective.
I just really think like they're going to make something magical happen.
All right.
So just we believe. 7 games for the Heat.
All right. So again, back-to-back Magics. That's going to be insane. But if we go to the finals this year again, Eric Spoelstra should get like a lifetime contract.
like a statue.
That's true, yeah.
Again, so you have Nuggets, Heat. Who wins the finals? Rematch of the finals last year. Who wins this time?
Bro, Jokic got a bully bang. So, but I feel like this year is like a little bit closer. But I'll give it to the Nugget. You have to respect Jokic like that. 7 games.
7 games. All right.
It's gonna be an interesting series. Like probably the best final ever.
All right. So
Best final
Nuggets.
ever.
So Nuggets wins the finals and Jokic is MVP. He goes back-to-back champ, back-to-back
Yep.
finals MVP.
Yeah.
All right. So here you go, guys, and I'm gonna do mine right now. Before that, as a recap, Kevin has Celtics beating Nuggets in 7 games, and Tatum has the Finals MVP, and AD has Heat beating Nuggets in 7 games, and Jimmy Butler as the MVP. So, right, you have Heat winning, or did I mistake that?
I had
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Nuggets, okay. Nuggets being the Heat in 7 games, and then Jokic is their Finals MVP. You're right. So,
Yep.
Kevin has Boston Celtics, AD has Denver Nuggets. I'm gonna go fast on this video because we already talked about AD has made the comments, and I agree with about almost all of them anyway. So it's gonna be the same analysis. All right. So Western Conference, I think I'm gonna throw curveballs here. I'm gonna make it a little bit different. I think Pelicans beats the Lakers at home, and I think Pelicans plays this Nuggets first round, and I think Warriors will beat the Kings, and then Lakers will beat the Warriors. So I think Lakers will go on to play Thunder first round. Thunder Lakers first round. LeBron is the GOAT of this generation. Thunder goes home. LeBron in 5. Lakers in 5 games. Mavericks beats the Clippers in 6. So we have Lakers Mavericks in second round. I actually do think Wolves going to beat the Suns in the first round. I think Nasri is going to be the impact player, the X factor, not like the top best player, but X factor. I have Wolves in 7 games against Suns. And Pelicans lose to Nuggets in 4 games. So Nuggets will go run over the Pelicans 4-0. Mavericks Lakers. I have Mavericks in 7 games going to conference finals. And Nuggets Timberwolves. I have Timberwolves winning in 7 games. Jokic shocker. Jokic goes home in the second round. And Anthony Edwards becomes a top 5 consistent player of the NBA after the playoffs. And then Mavericks Timberwolves conference finals. It's going to be a surprise, in my opinion, of how easy it's going to look like. Actually, no, I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm going to say Mavericks in 6. I was going to say 4, but I'm going to say 6 games. I'll make it.
Respect.
I'll be more realistic. All right, so Mavericks wins the Western Conference Finals in 6 games, and I think Luka at this point is the best player of the league, and he's going to make it he's going to have some crazy numbers. Like I can see him averaging over 40 points a game throughout the playoffs. And back to East. So Mavericks wins the Western Conference. Sixers seed. We beat the Sixers in Philly Wednesday. Going to play the Knicks. Bulls Sox might be the worst matchup in the recent playoffs play in everything history. I think Bulls beats them though at home. Then Sixers will beat the Bulls. Celtics Sixers. I think that's a 5-game series. Celtics wins. Cavaliers Magic. I think Magic are too young. Although I'm not a big Donovan Mitchell playoff believer. I think he gets this done in 7. Bucks Pacers. Giannis is not going to be healthy enough, even if he's back. And I think Pacers pace will be too much on them like the regular season. I have Pacers winning this in 6. And Heat Knicks. I want to say you're going to be surprised on this one. Knicks had a great season, and I think they did actually really well without Julius Randle. But it's going to be a really tough blow on them, and they're going to be facing the reality. Miami wins this in 5 games.
Okay.
It's not even going to be close with the playoff.
I thought you were saying it's a sweep.
No, they wouldn't win. They'll win game 2 in New York. That's it. But we're going to make it look easy on them. They're going to face the reality that these playoffs are different with this roster they have. Tibbs going to play everybody like 46 minutes plus. Anyway, so second round, Celtics plays Cavaliers, 5 games. Celtics goes to conference finals. Bucks Pacers, my bad. Pacers Heat. We also going to beat the Pacers. It's going to be 7 games. We're going to beat them. Jimmy gets it done in game 7. So rematch of the conference finals. Celtics Heat. I kept this prediction realistic and what I actually genuinely believe. I don't think we're going to go back-to-back this time. We had injuries the whole year. We never had a full squad, and I think that's going to show. We're going to have less chemistry than Celtics has. And I think Celtics beats Miami actually quite easily in 5 games. So Mavericks Celtics conference finals. Kevin, I'm going to have to upset you on this one. I do think Celtics had the best year, actually. But I think Luka is going to extremely outplay Tatum on the finals. And there's going to be talks about if Tatum is that guy after this. Although I'm higher on him than you are, but I don't think he's going to – I think he's going to look lost against Luka and Kyrie. And you're going to be heartbroken. Kyrie gets his second ring in Boston, in TD Garden, in Game 7. Mavericks beat Celtics in 7. Luka averages 47, 12, and
Bro, that's
13.
some crazy stat. That's some crazy stat for playoffs.
Come on.
He's gonna be having an insane. I'm keeping realistic. I think he's gonna have an insane playoffs this year.
That's a hot take. That's a very,
Yeah.
very hot take. 47 points a game.
I think he's averaged 47 points in the finals.
Against Drew, Derek White, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You'll see. I'm keeping realistic. I genuinely believe it's gonna be having. He might have like the greatest finals in the history of the NBA. I think it's gonna be unreal to watch. Luka finals MVP. Mavericks wins in 7. Kyrie wins the second ring, and yeah, that's my predictions.
That's
As a
so,
rookie guy,
that's so simple.
we all have different predictions. Celtics has Kevin has Celtics. I have Mavs, and AD has Nuggets. And thank you for listening. Hopefully, we gave good explanation on why we think this way. And please let us know in the comments if you think anything different. Who's your championship prediction? And see you in the next video.